So welcome to the walkthrough of this Sea Stella 40 Sundeck. Dinghy in the back there on its davits, life raft up there, and let's get on board. This little ladder here can be used on both sides. So, up front there's a CQR type stainless anchor with a proper mantis swivel, Vitas windlass, and down here is the LPG with a leak indicator, if you can see that there. 50 meters of short link chain. Deck wash outlet there, so it's easy to clean the anchor when it comes up. So there's hose for that, and that's the ladder for the bowsprit. So it's 3 separate sections, so you can use it to either get off the boat on a jetty or into a dinghy. So it goes on these brackets here. So at the moment there's it's covered with a light cover that we use in the summer, and that's just to save all the cushions and everything up there from the UV and the rain. The radar arch up there, the Raymarine Quantum radar. So, and the diesel tanks are separated. So there's one here, there's one on the other side, and there's a run over if you like, but we normally keep them closed, so we can use it only in an emergency or something. This is the aft outdoor area, so it's kind of a wet bar. It's got a small Dometic fridge here. And some rubbish bins and stuff in there. There's also 240 outlets in there, which is quite handy. More storage here. You can use it for whatever you like. Use your drinks or chemicals or whatever. Hot and cold water. Salt water there, seawater. Holes for the seawater there, buckets, all sorts of anchoring devices comes there, and the electric engine for the dinghy. And then we got the outdoor charcoal barbecue here, which is quite neat, especially if you're anchored. You always get the smoke to go aft instead of into the boat. There's some cleaning devices and some fishing rods and stuff sitting up there. And then the swim platform on this side here, which is quite neat. It's easy to get on and off when you model like this. the dinghy. So this has been electrified with a winch. So it on. This is one hand. That's it. And the other way. So that's the winch sitting there, and it's a 240 winch, so nothing 12 volts there. Some ropes, stuff like that. Battery for the dinghy, ignition for the barbecue, and a barbecue mat to protect the teak from the barbecue. And then these tables here, there's two of them, and they're movable, so you can just unscrew that one there in the bottom and move it up to the flying bridge instead. Yeah. And this is the area with the cushions all there, and there's a side cover which goes on into these rails here, all the way around, coming around this way and going down here. They've been washed professionally and stored since we bought the boat. We never used them, so we thought this area is as nice as it is, so we didn't bother putting them back. So now taking it to the flying bridge. So once the cover is off, we store it in here. There's plenty of room in there, so it's easy to store whatever you like in there. And we also tried an extra freezer. So this is the flying bridge helm. It's 12-inch Raymarine Axiom there. EBC system for the engine starts and stop. Controls for the thrusters, and a slave VHF goes there, and the Volvo instruments, of course. USB charging there, horn there, holders for glasses and whatnot, cans. And we've got two of these deck chairs here, so you can use one on each side. And these are the tables that can, with these little fasteners here, you can just put them together. You get one really big table for. And then there's of course storage underneath. And the same thing goes underneath here. Keeping some tools and spares and stuff here. And this is why this boat is called a Sundeck. So this used to be the Sundeck, but we prefer to use it for solar panels. So there's 400 watts there, 400 watts there, connected serial parallel to get the voltage up. Loudspeakers up here, and this radar arch easily folds, so you can choose that way or that way. In the winter normally we just fold it going that way and ending up behind the hatch there. But if you need to go really low, you can actually fold it in front and then you get the lowest possible on this boat. So normally we say 6 meter 10 or 620, depending on if you forget the antenna or not. And if you fold this one, you'll manage 5 meters 30. This is the bimini top, so it folds backwards, goes into these little brackets here, and then sits up here. Which is really easy and quick to get it up when you want it. There's a cover, separate cover for this area, all the instruments, and a separate cover made for the steering wheel as well. Same grey fabric. As you can see, the the vision from up here is excellent. And you never have to worry about things hiding out of sight. So this is the main salon. To your right, I've got the TV. And it's a smart TV, so it's connected to the Wi-Fi router. We also got the Bluetooth stereo down there, and there's 8 loudspeakers, front cabin, aft stateroom, 2 up here, and 2 on the flying bridge. And they're all controlled by a control underneath the helm and seat there. So this is the helm, lower helm. So what we've got here is the Raymarine. Turn that one off because it's kind of annoying. Like that. Yeah, the navigator. I've got a iPad sitting down there for weather and stuff like that. Engine instruments over there. The fire protection system in the engine room over there. Different gauges for petrol, diesel, or water and waste. Bow and stern thrusters and chain counter, and the autopilot. Down there we've got the control for the Onan generator and the aircon. And then there's some switches here, which is always on when cruising, and then we got the main panel for everything. 12 volts, and there's actually a bit of 24 volts as well, and then 240. Yes, there's a battery switch there. You've got the Victron energy control system here. Got the main VHF station up there, also Raymarine. And we've got a rear view mirror here, which is quite handy when you're cruising because you can't see anything through the boat. main salon area. So underneath these seats here is where all the Victron stuff is, and the house batteries, solar chargers, DC chargers, etc. But I'll make a separate video of that. And underneath here is we keep vacuum cleaners, fire extinguishers, etc. So this table has been customized, so we can just, oh, it wasn't easy to do that one. We can unfold that one like that, and then just use these stools, so we can easily add like 6-7 people around this table. And then you've got plenty of storage here and there for all the documentation, stuff in here, books and manuals and whatnot. Keep all the cutlery in here, coffee mugs, plates, drinks, bread and stuff like that over there. So yeah, that's the main salon. And the house area. So this sliding door takes you to the outside, and walk around area. Entering the galley, it has salt water inlet there, and fresh water there, pump for dish liquid, and coffee machine, water boiler. This is a Smeg LPG stove, and automatic range hood, quite a lot of storage everywhere. It has storage underneath here, and there's also storage underneath here, and of course a lot of cupboards everywhere. And the hot water cylinder sits underneath here. And put some plants in here. This is a combination oven and microwave, and then there's a freezer here, so freeze it there, and a fridge in here, so plenty of room. So entering the front cabin, which has its own air conditioning system shared with a salon, but it can maneuver the fan from here. And this is a double bed arrangement. There's storage here, there's storage underneath this little seating area here, and there's an outlet down there for a diesel heater, and the aircon comes up here, and a pretty good size closet here as well. So this cabin here shares the general toilet here. It also has a shower that goes out like this, so you can use this space as a combined shower and toilet. And of course there's an electric toilet here as well. Mirror and storage up here. Underneath the stairs here is a hatch that goes into the engine room, but you can also enter the engine room from the much bigger hatch in the second floor. So, as said before, there's a easy way to get into the engine room. So there's two hatches. Normally that one over there is only used over winter when they need to get access to both engines and just open up the whole floor. But other than that, use this one like that. So you've got a ladder going down there. I'm going to do a separate video on the engine room later on, but I'm just going to show you a quick one anyway here. So all sorts of switches, battery chargers for engine batteries and bow thrusters and stuff, 24 volts converter. That's where the old house batteries used to go. Now it's just storage because I moved all the stuff into the salon, and the lithium batteries doesn't like heat much, so it's a better place to have them. in these boxes, that's where the starter batteries for engines and generator is living. Filters, pumps, fresh water pump over there. You can turn the lights on. Bilge pump down there. Fire extinguishers. And the same thing goes on the other side. And there's the Onan generator there. Yep, that's the short version. Entering the main stateroom, aft. As you can see, there's plenty of storage here, both sides. The water tank is under the bed. And inside that cupboard is where the safe is living. And behind this door is where the wash machine is living. So this is the aft head. Electric toilet, and the shower has a proper folding door, so and really good space in there. Shaving mirror, small cabinet for bits and pieces. All portholes have mosquito nets. And that's the escape hatch out onto the swing platform. This area has its own air conditioning unit there, and there's outlets for the diesel heater in here and in the toilet area, and you can control the heat from this little control there.